Hi, I'm Hazel. It's almost Saturday today, which makes it time for us to sit down and catch up with a brand new vlog. And this week, they finally announced BlizzCon. People were wondering whether or not they were going to do it because usually they don't leave the BlizzCon announcement this late. But it's been announced, and there were a couple of surprises in those announcements. So first of all, the dates, they're a little earlier than they sometimes are. I guess it's just the first weekend in November, so this year it falls on November 1st and 2nd, which means that, like, day zero, the Thursday before BlizzCon, is going to be Halloween this year. Sorry, we had to make a cat adjustment. I know why you guys are here. So yeah, on the Thursday before BlizzCon, they are doing a more official day zero. Like, day zero has always been, like, early ticket pickup and early Blink shopping pickup sometimes, and, like, a day where everybody sort of like hangs out in the area and like finds all their friends, and they're just doing that more officially, I guess, because they're having like BlizzCon pregame festivities, which is just a gathering in front of the convention center. I think that was pretty much happening anyways, but now it's an official thing. And the most spicy news of the BlizzCon announcement is they're bumping up the ticket prices and adding like a baller option. So basic tickets are going to be $229 this year, up from the previous $200, which was already pricey. But you can't, I mean, you can, but I can't blame them for charging a bunch for tickets when they sell out like instantly. There's so much, like, they could charge whatever. The demand is there, so the price bump's not too surprising. And then they're doing this portal pass option, which is $550 and gets you like shorter lines. There'll be like Portal Pass specific lines. They're doing a Portal Pass lounge with access to Blizzard devs and esports pros just milling around in there, I guess. The Portal Lounge will have complimentary beverages, but also a place where you can buy better ones, I guess. And then also like, what else? Preferred parking, although not free parking, and also like as long as it lasts. So that's fun. And you also get access to the Dark Moon Fair area on day zero before the convention opens. So if you've never been, the Dark Moon Fair, it's like a themed room that's sort of like set up as a Dark Moon Fair, but basically what it is it's an extra place to shop for merch. So for your $550, you are getting the chance to spend more of your money just before everybody else does. And that's actually kind of valuable just because Dark Moon Fair sells out of stuff. There was this Moonkin plushie last year that I waited in line for that sold out before I got to the front of the line. And that's apparently a fairly common occurrence. They just run out of stuff. So that's the Portal Pass. Speaking of tickets selling out, tickets will go on sale May 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is soon. And then a second wave will be on May 8th at 7 p.m. Pacific. And it's going to work a little differently from last year. So this time around, you get there 30 minutes before they go on sale, or at least sometime in that 30-minute window, and they put you in a waiting room. It doesn't matter what order you get into the waiting room, but when the tickets actually go on sale, the site will randomly select people from the waiting room for a chance to buy the tickets. And then if they don't complete their checkout in time, then those tickets go back into the pool. So you don't have to worry about like spam refreshing or getting there like as quick as you can, as long as you're there at least 30 minutes ahead. But you do have to pray to the lottery Loa and hope you get blessed with the chance to give Blizzard your $230+. For me, I am super going. I have already booked my hotel and my flights, so if I can't get a ticket or a media pass for some reason, then I'm just going anyways and then getting a virtual ticket and watching that in my hotel room and then going to the parties. That sounds almost as good, honestly. Like, everything that you can see at BlizzCon, with the exception of the esports, almost everything that's actually within the convention is almost better experienced on the virtual ticket because you have a better view of the screen. And usually at BlizzCon, like, if you're at the front, you can see the stage, but most people are like way in the back. You can barely see the stage, and you're watching it like on a screen that's like above and probably like to the side of you at an awkward angle, and you can't even hear as well as you would have been able to at home. So if you're just a virtual ticket person, don't feel bad. It's in some ways better. What else? Will it be an expansion announcement year is a question I've heard people asking me and other people. I think it will be, but I could be wrong. I've heard some pretty compelling arguments as to why it won't be an expansion announcement year this year. I don't know. It's the 25th anniversary. It's about, like, I'm not saying they're going to release it, but just, like, announcing the concept of the next expansion, I feel like is something they could do. And they need a big BlizzCon this year. They had a little bit of a bad press year last year, so I bet you they're going to be pulling out all the stops. Announcement or not, I am especially excited for this year, for the same reason I think that I liked Cataclysm better than Wrath, and that's like, Wrath was my first expansion, and I was like learning and kind of lost, and it was new and exciting, but I was also lost, right? That was like my first BlizzCon. That was last year. I just didn't know what I was doing. And then this year, I get to take all the things that I learned from last year, maybe chill out a little bit and have fun and make some videos and do it properly. So the number one lesson that I learned from last year, the mistake that I will not be making again, is I will not arrive on day 0. I am coming a day earlier. Last year, I tried to get in on the Thursday and then do like the Calm Before the Storm and the meet and greet and like a whole bunch of stuff on Thursday on the same day that I flew in, and it was a big mistake. So if you plan on doing any of the day 0 stuff, and there's a bunch of stuff going on, and you can afford the extra day to come in earlier on the Wednesday, I recommend that, because then you can like get in, you know, get yourself together, get cleaned up, recover from any jet lag you may or may not be experiencing, and then have like a fresh day on Thursday to do the Thursday properly. So that's my plan for this year, and also I am bringing slippers because hotel rooms are cold. In WoW this week, the Noble Garden event is up, so make sure that you get your cosmetic Hearthstone toy before the event ends. This is a shorter one. It is only 1 week. Most holidays are 2, so make sure that you get that done if it's something that you want. It's super cute. I recommend it. In 8.2 news, I heard a PTR rumor that the fabled Alliance B mount might be, and this is a rumor, but it might be connected to the Bumble's like secret Alliance only battle pet. So if you play Alliance like me and you do not have your Bumble's pet yet, now is a good time to think about it. I do actually have a guide for one, so I will drop a link to that in the description if you're trying to catch up. For my week in WoW, we progressed one more boss in the Crucible of Storms, so we killed Heroic Cabal. We did not quite kill Heroic Unot, and I don't know if this is connected, but I also tried Gin for the first time on our raid night last night. I'd never had it before. For some reason, I thought it would just be like a yellower vodka, but it tasted like the spray cleaner of like a woodsy spa resort. I didn't hate it. So no Unot for us, but I did get some 415 Titan Forged Deep Striders off the first boss on Heroic, so that was cool. The weekly event in WoW right now is the bonus rep, so if you are like me and you're trying to unlock one of the new allied races still, it's a great time to do a bunch of world quests and farm rep. I am still trying to unlock Zandalar Troll. I'm like more than halfway, but it feels so slow. It didn't feel this slow when I was doing Proudmoore Admiralty because there was no like immediate race locked behind it at that time. It was just kind of like play the new expansion, but now that I only want Zandalar Troll, and it's the only thing that I want to unlock in that character, it feels like it's taking forever. Other things this week, the donut baking stream went well. We're using the words donut loosely. That one featured fun moments, such as finding out whether or not a hairdryer would improve the smoothness of the batter, and also trying oat milk for the first time. So that happened. If you're looking for baking stream VODs, those are available to anybody. I put them in a playlist, and that playlist can be found on my channel page. So if you're not sure where those went, that's where they are. And voting is actually open for what we're making next month. So patrons of any tier can head over to my page and vote in the poll on what they want to see made on the May baking stream. Questions from this week. Nisbet asks, given that every ish mount is going to be a water walking mount, which one do you think will look best riding across the waves? So the obvious answer that comes to mind first is the Dreadwake boat, because it is a boat. And then the other one that I really want, and this one won't work because it is an underwater mount, but if you could water walk on the Great Sea Ray, just like Pokemon Surf style, that would be amazing. Adam Hicks asks, yam sandwich recipe. So this is a stream throwback, and basically the gist of it is I make this sandwich that's like roasted sweet potato, caramelized onion, feta cheese, garlic aioli, other cheese, spinach, toasted bun. And that's like the gist of it. I will write out full instructions in the description. I started to write them out for narration in this vlog, but it's turning to be really long because it's like, it takes forever. It's like an hour to make a sandwich, but it's the only sandwich that takes an hour to make that is worth the hour that it takes to make it. Alex asks, I'm having a difficult time gearing at max level. What are your ways that you gear up? So I do have a video in the works for this, but in the meantime, the short version is 1, world quests that give gear, 2, invasions that give gear, 3, hit up the Darkshore and Arathi Warfront rares, and then doing those things long enough should get you the item level that you need to queue for the Darkshore / Arathi Warfronts. If you do all those things over enough time, you should be easily like 370 or so that should be enough to get you on your feet. And that has been my week. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for the sweet wishes about our animals. Everybody is feeling much better this week. If you have any questions that you would like me to answer on a vlog, please leave them in the comments of the most recent vlog. I hope to see some of you in this afternoon's live stream, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!